Hi everyone, it's Elite with another process video using the Scraptastic Let Me Go kit. This was the April kit. I got the main kit, the add-on, and the pattern paper add-on, and the two stamp sets that coordinate with the kits for the month. And for this page I decided to try something different. I was just looking through the papers and I really loved how the two pattern papers look together. These are both from the Fancy Pants As You Wish, I think it's called. Line. It's kind of a travel themed line, and there was a lot of product from that line in the Let Me Go kit. And these are kind of like the B-sides. They are kind of distressed solids, and I just really liked, it was just a pile of of papers, and I really liked how they look together. So I decided to try this design and just make half the page with the pink and then the other half with the teal. This is very, very different from what I usually do, and if you hear like people talking about design concepts and all that stuff, there's like the rule of thirds, and it's just usually what is pleasing to our eye is when things are kind of situated on these invisible lines on our canvas, which is here the 12 by 12 paper, and these lines divide the page into thirds. So this goes in a completely different direction, and I don't think this is a design that I would repeat many times in the same album, but it was just something different and fun to try out. So I cut down the papers slightly, like the halves slightly, so I could mat both of them on a 12 by 12 sheet of cardstock that came with the main kit. And then I just started playing with the stamps. I really wanted to create like this tone-on-tone look and use all the stamps. So I put like a piece of just scrap paper on the line between the two papers, so I wouldn't get any pink ink on the teal paper and vice versa. I'm using here distress inks. The reason I'm using distress inks is, first of all, distress inks are not usually like the inks to choose if you want a perfect impression, and I was going for more the kind of distressed look, just to go with the papers because they are a little bit distressed. And I thought I would like add drops of water, and the distress inks react nicely with water. So the effect, I did add the water, and I think the effect is very subtle. Probably you can't see it on video. I also would like to really apologize for the bad lighting in, I think, a big part of this video. I'm still working on my nighttime lighting. I bought a light bulb, and it's, besides the fact that the light is too yellow, I think it's too yellow, it also flickers, and I really can't stand that. I'll have to go back and try something else. I'm kind of trying to go for the cheapest solution possible, but I would really like to have good lighting so I can also film videos in the night. So it's gonna take a little bit time, so I do apologize, and I hope it's not ruining the experience. The inks I used on the pink paper, I used the Worn Lipstick, which is one of my favorite distress inks. It's a beautiful shade of pink. It's like this warm pink. It's just beautiful. And on the teal part, I think I used peacock feathers, if I'm not mistaken. And I just grabbed a bunch of stamps from the two different stamp sets from this month's kits, and yeah, just stamped away. I matted the photo I'm using for this layout on a couple of the pattern papers. I used papers that had some of the teal in them, just to connect a little bit the two parts of the page, even though they are very separated, and I kind of like it. It's like working with two smaller canvases. And the photo is kind of strange, but it's the only one I have that I can connect to the story I want to tell. It's me sleeping on the plane back to Israel after 2 months of traveling in the Far East, and the last stop in that trip was a couple of days in Bangkok, and this was my second time in Bangkok, and we stopped there like on purpose because we wanted to buy a couple of things before we go back, and also yeah, we both enjoyed the city when we visited it on other times. We weren't there together. I was there with my ex, and yeah, so it was 2 days. The first day I spent in bed with a horrible, horrible food poisoning that I got from eating something in Kathmandu like the night before. It was really bad, you know, high fever, shaking, really, really bad. And then we only had like another day there, and I really wanted to get like my hair braided with extensions. I had for me, what is for me like very, very short hair. It wasn't so short, but for me it was very short at the like hair at the time after a traumatic hairdresser experience. So I really wanted to feel like I have long hair again, and you can get that like really cheaply done in the Kawasan, like the area of backpackers in Bangkok. And so I knew I wanted to get that done on the last day we were there. And I figured we had to leave for the airport that evening, and I figured it'll take like, you know, a couple of hours because I know it's a lot of work. And the other goal that I had for that day is to eat banana loti in the street, which is this really delicious Thai street food. I love Thai food, like in general. It's definitely one of my favorite like type of food to eat. And they make on the street there in the Kawasan in Bangkok this yummy, yummy banana loti. It's kind of like a crepe dough, a crepe, I guess you would say it with an American accent, or in my attempt of an American accent. And it's like this really, really thin dough, and then they put bananas in it, and they fold it like really fast and nicely, and then they put like condensed milk on the top, and it's just so good. It's really, really good. And I had to have it before I go back. I didn't know when I would be like back in Bangkok, and you know, this was 11 years ago, and I still haven't been there, so you know, it was a good decision. But the point was that the braids took, instead of 2 hours, 5 hours. So I ended up running with the banana loti to the car service to the airport, and so that's my title, running with banana loti. It was so worth it. And yeah, and I got the braids and the banana loti, so all is good. And that's the story of this page. A couple of nice, like fun details on this page. I wanted to use one of the like transparencies that came in the add-on kit from Studio Calico, but they are white, and I thought it didn't go so well with my page because there was no white in it, and it was kind of like more of a grungy, not grungy, but a little bit more distressed look. So I just changed their color with a Copic marker. I just used some shade of pink that looked okay, and then I added it behind the photo. And another thing that I made that I really like how it turned out is I customized the cork pieces that came with the main kit. We got a few really cute cork embellishments. I love the texture of cork. I'm not that crazy about the color. So, the nice thing about these things is that you can change it. I put one layer of distress paint, I think, but you can use any gesso or acrylic paint you have. And then I used the same distress ink that I used for the stamping. And on top of that, I added some glossy accents. Now, the glossy accents had some sort of like reaction with the ink. I'm not sure if it's connected to the ink or to the distress paint. I'm not sure, but it almost looks like some sort of like a marble type of look. It's not just the smooth color. You can also see the distress paint that is below it, and I used the antique linen distress paint, so kind of like a cream color or very, very light brown. But it looks really nice. I think you can see it better in the close-up photos. So that's it. The video is finishing. I hope you enjoyed this page. Please leave a comment if you have any questions. Have a great day. Bye.